Ebro goes off and humiliates his own co-host Rosenberg. Now, it becomes perfectly clear from this conversation that Rosenberg might not be welcome back on this podcast for much longer. It looks like his antics is starting to wear thin on his co-host. They're getting sick and tired of this dude, man. Now, the first like strike, I think, for Ebro when it comes to Rosenberg was Rosenberg's commentary on Hassan a week after their interview. Hassan is probably the biggest guest they've had in an economy where they are struggling to book big guests. The first big guest they had, a week after he came, Rosenberg is on their podcast talking trash about him.
I thought overall the Hassan Piker conversation was really good. I thought it was a really good thing. Listen, I think he's solid. I like him. I do not think he's the future of everything the way people are making him out to be. Right. I was happy we could give him on the show. I'm happy he gave us the time. But he's really smart. He speaks really quickly. You know, he knows a lot. He does things like his pronunciation of everything is great. He does these certain things that really can allow you to think he knows everything about everything. Like, he's still in his early 30s. He doesn't know everything about everything.
Of course.
But he really sounds like he does, and that's powerful. I think he's a valuable person to have around. I think that there's sort of been this conversation on the progressive left that, like, is he it? There's not going to be an it. Not who's a podcaster.
That might seem like a pleasant, nice compliment, but it's not. But, like, it's condescending. Like, he's really good at speaking fast and sounding like he's saying something, but he not saying nothing. Like, he really good at coming across as smart, but he not really smart. Like, he really good at coming across as if he knows something, but he don't know nothing. Man, that's not a compliment, bro. And to say that, like, I don't know, like, you have your opinion, like, whatever. You feel me? And, you know, if folks might feel different about this, man, but you say this to the person's face. Y'all had like a 2-hour conversation. He was very gracious to you. He was very nice. He pulled up when other big guests is not pulling up. You don't do this a week after. So that already, to me, like, annoyed Ebro. And then this Mamdani thing where Rosenberg, for the most part, we'll find out when Ebro responds back to this, he hasn't been pulling his weight. He hasn't been contributing equally and fairly. And Ebro put it all on blast. So with that context, they get an opportunity to do a really big interview. And Rosenberg allows his pride and his ego and his selfishness to ruin that big interview for the show. An interview the show needs right now.
I will, but, like, if we're going to be all the way transparent,
yeah.
They asked us to come to City Hall.
Yes.
First of all, when we first moved here, I was in conversation with people there who were like, he'll absolutely do your show. Yeah. I said, we're probably going to be gone from Hot soon. I really hope we can keep the relationship once he's mayor and we're gone from Hot.
Okay.
They were like, absolutely, he appreciates you guys. And for the record, I believe he does. I don't think this comes from him. I believe this comes from people around him who are booking.
Before we get this video started, if you want to learn how I made $142,000 from YouTube this month, join my community by clicking the link in the description. That's where I give you guys all the tools to grow on YouTube and make money, as well as offer you guys the opportunity to make videos with me, to do joint videos, joint reactions that get posted on both our channels. I also promote your videos on my social media pages. Don't you want to work with me? Like, click the link in my description to join my community. Let's get started. Let's grind. Let's make money together.
And then when we got here, we couldn't get a hold of him. He won the mayorship. We have not heard from him once. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let's just be real. So the same thing we killed Eric Adams for,
yes.
Even though Mamdani's 1,000 times the mayor he is, yeah. He's done the same thing. Yeah. Completely ghosted us. Now, we're not on the radio. I understand that part as well. The last major thing that happened in the election was our thing with Cuomo. Mm-hmm. That was literally the last major storyline before Mamdani was elected.
The thing with Cuomo he's talking about is when Ebro confronted Cuomo essentially, you know, about being like buddies or too friendly with Trump, and Cuomo like acted like his phone lost service and he hung up, and that went viral on social media. We knew like Mamdani was gonna win his race like months before. Like, Mamdani was in the lead. He was like essentially like the elected official already months prior. But he starts to try to imply or insinuate, right, that moment with Cuomo is what put Mamdani over the edge, even though Mamdani has been in the lead for months. So he tries to imply that and then walks it back. Now, he uses that moment to say that, like Modani owes them something. He owes them an interview. Now, Modani doesn't owe them a goddamn thing, but he was still going to give them an interview, right? Right? He was still going to carve out some time out of his busy day for an interview. Now, Rosenberg begins to complain about every aspect of their attempt to do this. The time frame, right? It says, yo, bro, like 15 minutes is too small. Don't Rosenberg do Rosenberg not know why an hour and a half or 2 hour conversation with a sit-in politician would be a bad idea? You essentially gives him enough time for him to talk himself off the cliff. So no, an hour or 2 hour conversation with a sit-in politician is not ideal at all, right? No, 15 minutes, let's wrap this up, right? I give you guys all the answers y'all know already, but y'all want to hear, I guess. So they had it all lined up, all scheduled. And Rosenberg is the reason why this interview didn't happen.
So months pass. I am hounding people at the Mamdani office, lots of different people, about getting it done. Eventually they come back and they're like, perfect, we have time. 15 minutes at City Hall. Yo, my man is sitting down eating shawarma with Action Bronson in Queens. He is doing this one's YouTube page. He's going backstage to see Cardi B. He has time. Like, he is busy as hell, and he's doing a great job. But clearly they are prioritizing the things that they think are important. And I'm saying they because I do not believe it's Zoran. I think of it as, let's just roll up there and knock out some social content. Ebro wants to make it a whole full interview.
Yeah.
So we're going to rent equipment. We're going to do all the things. We set the whole thing up. Laura is dealing with all things Shells at that time, so she's out for that week, and we're kind of figuring out what's going to go on. The night before, they go from 15 minutes at 1:45. And by the way, they'd already sent Griff an email. They wanted questions in advance all of a sudden. Now they want questions in advance from us. Now they want us to be there an hour early. I'm like, guys, I'm not getting there at 12:45 and waiting for an hour for a 15-minute interview. I'm sorry. Call me pompous. He is the mayor of New York. I understand that, but we're all busy and I can't do that. But we're going to do it. All right, it's happening. At 9 o'clock at night, Griff comes back and goes, they want 2:45 p.m. now. So it's 15 minutes. It's at City Hall, and now they can't do the original time. They can only do 2:45. Well, guess what? I'm on the air at 3 o'clock. I cannot do a 2:45 interview.
Rosenberg is justified to be upset. Justified to be upset at the mayor for changing around the time. Understood. But Rosenberg can't do it, but Ebro could do it. Ebro is freed up. Ebro is keeping his schedule open. He wants this interview badly because right now Ebro is in grind mode. He has an independent show on YouTube. He wants to do anything and everything to get a moment for the show, right? So if that means going to the mayor office, having a 15-minute sit-down, posting it on YouTube, getting about 100, 200,000 views, he wants to do that. Now, Rosenberg, because he couldn't make it and he wants to be the center of attention, he wants to be the forefront of this conversation, right? He wants to be a part of this big moment. And if he can't be a part of the big moment, nobody on the show should be a part of the big moment. So look at how Rosenberg shuts down this interview because he couldn't make it, because his schedule wasn't open.
So the night before the interview, they changed it. And then we had an internal back and forth about whether Ebro should just go do it. I was vehemently against that, I'll be honest. Sorry, it's not Ebro in the morning. It is Ebro Laura Rosenberg. If only Ebro can go, that's not really a show. If Ebro wants to go up there and throw it up on a social media page, cool. But we're not going to pretend that it's an Ebro Laura Rosenberg show interview. So Ebro agreed. He's like, cool, let's wait and we'll do it when we do it.
That was selfish. And to me, that just shows, man, that Rosenberg is not in it for the team. He's in it for himself. Because if Ebro goes do the 15-minute interview, post it on his post it on the channel, it gets a lot of views. It brings us right. It brings him subs. That just helps the channel, right? The fact that you didn't want him to go and do that is because you want to be the center of attention. You want to be a part of that conversation. It's a 15-minute interview. Like, you expected what, right? Like for everybody to have what? Like 7 minutes of dialogue each? No, it's 15 minutes. The mayor is supposed to be talking the majority of the time. y'all probably won't even be able to engage or even talk that much anyway. One person is probably best for a 15-minute interview so the mayor gets enough time to talk. But he shuts it down, right? Because it's selfish. He wants the moment for himself. He wants his profile to rise. It's not about the channel. Think about how many times Charlamagne the God could not be there for an interview. Think about how many times DJ Envy couldn't show up. You think Charlamagne said, hey, I can't make this interview. Y'all can't do it, bro, because I want to be a part of it. You think DJ Envy says, hey, I can't make it, but Charlamagne, you can't do this interview? No, it's absurd. Now, he says Ebro agreed, he understood, but Ebro came back and Ebro was very annoyed at this. Not only annoyed that Rosenberg did this, but also annoyed that Rosenberg decided to go public with this and risk the potential of of ostracizing them from the mayor, right? And destroying that relationship they have built with the mayor by going public with this and looking arrogant and pompous. And then two, he kind of revealed, this man has not been carrying his weight, right? This man ain't been putting that paper in. So why is he out here complaining, trying to dictate the shots? They are very sick and tired of Rosenberg. And the way they're discussing it feels like this is like a recurring problem they're having with him, and they're sick of it.
But maybe you guys didn't clip up the Mom Donnie conversation?
Yeah, we didn't clip it. I was a little annoyed by it, but I was just looking at it.
A little annoyed? Let me ask you something, Laura Styles. Why do you soft shoe around Rosenberg's feelings?
It's not that I don't. You're very aggressive, and I just try to be a little bit. It ain't about me.
I'm asking about you.
Okay, because you're very aggressive, I just try to be a little bit more understanding.
What are you trying to understand?
And just a little, I don't know, a little nicer.
Why?
But I do tell him when he's tripping. I absolutely.
So in this scenario, I didn't see this Mom Donnie convo.
So we were live. So I was looking at him like, you really going there? And I even was giving him the eyes, and he's like, what? We got to tell the audience what's really going on. So he just kind of went off because, we've been having scheduling issues trying to get a sit down with the mayor. And for some reason, he's annoyed that we have to go down to City Hall. And I'm like, who cares? Of course, I'm down to go to, me and you are down to go to, yes,
wherever.
We'll meet you in City Hall.
Well, I just also feel like, A, it would look dope that we went and got the mayor in his work environment. And B, I like what the mayor's doing. Yeah. And every interaction with the mayor I've had has been pleasant, and I like what work he's doing. I don't really, I don't know. I think maybe, does Rosenberg have some sort of expectation that, we're at some level or in some world where Mom Donnie needs to come sit with us or something? What's his brain? What's going on?
Correct.
We are now on a show that has great numbers on the internet.
Yeah.
But it is not something that, is the biggest thing in New York City right now. Okay? Also, and I'm going to say this to Rosenberg's face, you're up here about the mayor not able to make it. You're not available later in the afternoon because you got WWE or ESPN or other things. I have a whole other gig that I got to do with Apple Music. We're not just you don't know if these other individuals are they might be capturing Mom Donnie at 7 o'clock at a press thing or be available in the evenings after he's leaving Gracie, man. You don't know what's going on, bro. You playing yourself. Yeah.
Ebro has the right mentality to me, and he deserves to have the mentality because, again, Ebro is the leader of the show. Ebro is somebody who put the most in the show. Right? So Ebro has the right mentality. Hey, bro, we not on Hot 97 no more, bro. We not speaking to 4 to 5 million people on a daily morning, bro. We just not doing it, man. All right? We gotta, we gotta make things shake. We gotta move things around. We gotta be flexible. It's a big interview we're chasing. Can you imagine, right? Drake saying, hey, Flacco, I want an interview. I'll probably do about 15 minutes, Flacco, but hey, I'm gonna land at 6 p.m. and we could do it at 6:30. And then Drake saying, hey, Flacco, my flight got delayed, bro. I won't be able to do it until 9 p.m. And then I'm like, oh, come on, bro. Drake, oh, come on, Drake. Oh, come on, bro. What? No, I'm not in the position yet, bro. I got to earn my keep, right? And then Rosenberg got the most going on. He's the most unflexible. And he's making sure that other co-hosts who got a flexible schedule, they can't take the interview because his unflexible schedule won't make him come and sit down for the interview. Come on, bro. But it gets worse. Not only is Rosenberg unavailable in terms of his schedule and he does 20 other things, but Ebro would also give a sneak peek into how much Rosenberg is really contributing to the show. Okay? And here's an example of what you're about to hear. Imagine like the roommate, right, who sleeps on the couch and doesn't pay rent. Think about that roommate telling you, hey, bro, you can't have girls over after 10 p.m., bro, because like I'm trying to have a good night's sleep on this couch. You will look at that bum, that peon with a level of disgust. And you wouldn't even have to respond. He would just know. He just crossed the line. You don't pay rent here. You sleep on the couch as a favor. You telling me I can't bring guests over after you don't put into the well-being of this household. Same thing with Rosenberg, right? He don't put in. He don't pay for that production, right? He don't pay nothing towards the show, but he wants to give input on what can be done and what can't be done.
That's Rasan.
Just to be play devil's advocate a little bit, I think Rosenberg's issue is also the dollars and cents, because we have a great setup here with a lot of cameras. To go to Gracie, we will have to rent some gear for 15 minutes.
Hey, yo,
I also
Rasan.
don't think he thinks it makes a lot of sense.
Who cares?
So, is it his money?
It's all of you guys' money, right?
Is it though? Is it though? If we being transparent, is it all of our money?
Ebro. Okay, yeah, cálmate. Yeah. Okay.
Is it all of our money? Is it all of our money? Is it all of our money? Hey, Ebro, chill. No, Ebro, chill, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it, Ebro. Oh, hey, bro. That tells you everything you need to know, bro. Rosenberg, man. Hey, son. You got an unflexible schedule. They using their money to pay for the production. You not putting a penny in. Don't do it. You got no stake to this show, man, after this, bro. They ready to get rid of you, bro. Now, in most cases, crashing out and, exposing your own co-host, probably isn't the best thing to do on your show. But in this situation, bro, I think Ebro is 100% in the right. Like, you ruined probably our biggest interview of the year over your pride and ego and selfishness. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out why today was a very bad day for Kid Cudi. Send me a hype button below if you really, really, really want to support. I'm going to see you guys in this Kid Cudi video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.